Hello. This is Jimmy Fingers. Shh, quiet on the set. Don't know. What do you want? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, a little lazy on the beats this week, so thought I'd write a rhyme. Yo, welcome into the parlor. It's the K to the O to the Allah. Dip the flip the script a little bit. I'm a nozzle like a tame impala. It used to be the land of Lala. Now it's all about blah 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 blah. Rick Pelican, DBL, G&G got me going crazy, ga ga ga. If I'm hungry, I'll hit up the Lada. So bold that I don't need a barber. Insanity, my cup of tea, better, stronger, faster and harder. Hey. Glad I found Koala gang. Hey, yeah. Glad I found Koala gang. I used to get butt wild as a super dance child. Amiga 500 Dr. Man was a style. They kept Jimmy Fingers on a crap laptop. Crack dusty beats, crash and crack dusty pop. Now I'm making beats with Eucalyptus Club. Sure beats spending all the money in the pub. Barry is the god, Raymond is the king. Koala people, let me hear you sing. Hey, glad I found Koala gang. Hey, yeah, glad I found Koala gang. I don't even care. No, I don't care. I don't even care. No, I don't care. Hey, Koala. It's so intuitive. Even my 5-year-old can use it. Check it out.
I'm making music, not shout.
Hello, and welcome to the Koala Beatcast number 94. I am Danny Sugar, also known as Funk's my name, and I'm joined with a beautiful co-hosting team tonight. We've got Michael the Gur Baby.
Hello.
You have to whisper. We have Joey.
We have to whisper.
The D0. And we have
Hello, Joey.
Baruch. And we have she's actually fully muted.
Hello, Baruch.
You're muted. She can't talk. She has to talk by.
She's going to sign language.
There it is.
Yes, I am muted.
Sounds a bit spooky like that, but
Very.
that's okay. So, how's everything going?
Good.
Week's been good.
Good. Yeah.
Stressful.
Yeah, we heard.
Go on, tell us all about it in whisper and interpretive dance.
I started doing my flip today afternoon.
Wow.
And
Right.
That's impressive.
yeah, and my iPad stopped working because I don't know,
Charge
English.
Put electrons into it.
Battery ran out?
First thing, it wasn't charged. Second thing was the storage got full.
Oh,
I didn't
Oh my
know.
gosh. Wow.
Oh,
How?
shit.
And I didn't know how to do it right, so it took me some time to figure it out. And Koala didn't work well, so I had, many problems today. Then I have to leave from home, so I submitted so late today again.
That's all right. It came before the show, so it's not too
But I
late.
did it. Yes,
Yeah, you did it. Well done.
What storage model did you get?
32
Oh, that's
I
what.
got
Yeah.
32 gig.
or 64. I don't
No,
think
I
64.
don't even think they do 32.
Yeah, it's not
No.
30. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
64.
That's still pretty tight.
It's
But
really
it's gonna
tight.
It's going to force you to
I
be
still-
organized.
I still didn't, didn't delete the 116 atoms from my flip, like a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So,
You have to. I used to actually, before I could actually mine the old Koala files for old samples, I used to just delete stuff like as soon as I submit it, pretty much, because there's just no point. But now you might be able to find things that you didn't actually use previously, so it's actually pretty good. But oh well, it is what it is. Did you? Everyone else got Joey? Did you send a flip in?
I did not. I'm collaborating.
With who? I didn't.
Well, you'll find out.
It's a mystery.
Oh, I do know. In fact, I'm going to. That's probably going to be the first video I play tonight.
Oh, nice.
I don't know who it is, so.
Yeah. So, I mean, are we going to just a bit of housekeeping? Are we going to play 2 tracks back to back if we can? Technically speaking, if I manage to do it, if I manage to juggle it, I don't know. And
did we find
it
worked? Did we find it saved time?
No.
I think it. You don't think it saved time?
I don't know.
Maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
it's good.
It's saved longer than 20 minutes, I reckon. But
okay.
All right. So it sounds to me like you're still in favor.
Have you got your countdown timer thing?
I don't, but I can go get my phone. I don't know where it is.
It's not that important. Well, we just need to try and keep it brief, I suppose. Actually, tonight we've got less than 30 submissions at the moment, so
yeah, it'll be more than 30.
It should go on all night.
It'll be more than 30 by the end of the night.
Maybe.
I'm not the worst one.
No. Well,
I'm
no,
not the
never.
first one. that would go to Dan.
Has Baruch sent in her track yet?
She sent her what?
Did she send her track yet?
Oh yeah, I've got Baruch's track. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Cool. So I guess we should probably get going, unless anyone in the chat has got anything.
So are we doing? We're gonna do 2 tracks
submissions. Then? Oh no, Jimmy cracked his tooth today, so lots of pain and off to bed.
Oh no.
I did get your submission though, Jimmy. So. Feel better soon. I've cracked a tooth. It's weird, like I cracked a tooth on like a seed of some bread. It wasn't even anything that hard. Anyway, stupid.
About that.
No. Right. Okay, let's not talk about cracking teeth and let's crack on with the show. Hey, how's that for a segue? I'm going to and also remind myself to mute my mic every time I play a track, otherwise you're going to hear like tippity tappity. And yeah, we'll see. So are we playing one song or 2 songs?
I think we're gonna do 2, but we're gonna. I need to get paper to write notes, or I'll forget.
All right. Well, do you want to do that before I start?
No. Start.
Everyone can wait for you, Michael.
No.
Oh, you actually need to get yourself some food as well, right?
I actually do.
Grab some food.
Maybe you guys take the first one, but I want to hear Joey's track, so I'm not going anywhere.
I'll play that one, and then I'll come back or something, and we'll see where we're at. So here it is.
All right. Who is it?
Tell him.
Welcome back.
That's
I
awesome,
forgot to
Danny.
unmute myself. In case you were wondering, this week was TV advert week, so I got this special hat for the TV adverts. So we've got. I thought we'd bring you back, Joey, because you were muted. I'm trying. You're muted yourself. I think I tried to unmute.
Okay.
There you go.
I got you.
Yeah. So, since we have you here, thought maybe we'll just have a quick chat. How did that whole collab thing come about?
So that's all Das. I sent him
Oh, yeah.
like this hardcore, like tech house or
Oh, really?
yeah, like such a hardcore track. He said it's going to be very different from what you sent me. Complete different track. He did the whole thing. He just basically took my sample chops, maybe just the chops, and he did what he was going to do.
That was so much
Cool.
fun.
So,
Really fun.
had you heard it before just now?
Nope. That was
Oh,
the first
wow.
time.
Okay.
Nice. So a true surprise.
So
I love
surprise
that.
for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Sweet.
That was all Das, not me.
Really, a positive, like uplifting sort of feel. I think Baruch wrote that on the chat, but I completely agree. It was like makes you kind of smile and bop, right? The up tempo
Yeah.
beat to it. It was awesome.
You shouldn't waste
Yeah,
all your
which is-
all your comments in the chat.
Yeah,
She
which
needs
is-
to. she's
She can whisper them.
keeping it quiet.
Yeah, I liked it.
That was
You know, I normally, Friday night, my English is like, so if I can't speak, it's better.
it's all good.
But yeah, but I definitely could hear Dasgood's style in it a lot, and it
was
was
all
very
Das.
fun. Yeah, but I bet there is a lot of yours track too.
It's influence in there, I think. Yeah.
Nope. If you heard what I sent him, he was like, I gotta fix this mess. This thing is crazy.
No, definitely one
Funny.
more track for my mornings, because I started playing Dasgood's music for to get up,
Wake up.
to wake
Yeah.
up
Fair enough.
and to get some energy. So I'm brushing my
Our
teeth
dog.
and having my phone on my sink and playing Dasgood's music.
Nice. All right. Well, let's go
your-
with the.
Hey, wait,
next track.
Danny.
Can you hear the dog barking?
Your audio is so good with the stereo that
Yeah.
it literally sounds like the freaking dog is in my room. I was like,
Yeah.
is my dog
Oh,
barking?
Yeah.
I forgot to
Awesome.
mono. I forgot to mono, so that I can do the left and right.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, I'll mono my mic unless everyone in the chat particularly wants me to whisper in their ear. But the dog might sound less like he's. I mean, he is next door. Hopefully, it's not too loud and not too annoying. And hopefully, I'll remember to mute myself. Otherwise, if you randomly hear dog barks during other people's tracks, just don't assume that it's part of the track. But it might fit. Like in the past, we've had tracks where someone's left a mic on or something, and then something would happen, and we're like, oh, I really like that weird whistly noise, and it turns out that was just someone's mic being like left on during the track. But anyway, can you even hear me? Because
we hear you.
everyone's
Yeah, we hear
looking
you.
really like serious. Everyone's
No, I
staring
was-
seriously
I
in
was
one.
typing in the chat.
Checking the chat. All right. Well, feel free to
Get food.
throw some people's comments on the chat.
Yeah, of course. Think
And next
about
up we have rhyming. So shall I play
All right.
back to back or? Should I do?
Sure.
Uh-oh. I just wiggled my window and it hid everything in the background. So now I have to unhide everything. But I'll do that while we listen to rhyming. So I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Right.
What is going on in here?
It's okay, relax. Watch this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Dave.
Wow,
Is that your agent?
it's the jingle. Try it.
Like a good neighbor, rhyming on the beat is there.
Hey, who are you?
What? Oh, hey, Chef, I'm a car thief.
What?
I'm here to steal your car because, well, that's my job.
What?
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 What? What?
It happens.
What?
It happens.
What?
It happens.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Find out what else State Farm agents can do for you.
We're back. And now I've remembered to unmute my thing. How do I get off this? Ah, there we go. Welcome back, everybody. Everyone's muted apart from me now as well.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Unmute.
There we go.
I saw Baruch sneaking some food while off the stream. Sorry, I'm giving all your secrets away.
I didn't eat at all today because
I didn't either.
Me neither.
That's all right. You can eat. It's fine.
So I have just some really not yummy things in here, but it's just calories.
So rhyming. What?
Wow.
He's very good at the old cubey thing.
Rubik's Cube. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was a cool mishmash. It's so funny with that intro, and then he sort of like cuts himself into the advert.
Yeah, I loved that. That was
cool.
really, really cool.
Always
the
so
medley,
much fun.
The advertisement medley was a cool approach too.
Yeah, flipping from different ad to different ad and a complete change up in between. That's genius.
Yeah, I really wanted to do My Buddy. It was really funny because I was kind of like sure I wanted to do like some older ad, and so I was going through like 80s ads and stuff like that. And when I hit My Buddy, I'm like, oh my god, that's it, right? Because you could hear the like beat behind it, really easy. But I didn't end up going that way, so it's pretty cool that somebody ran with it and added it. It's cool. How about the De La Croix?
I was about to write into the chat, but then I just said, thought that it would be better to say it. Yeah. This week, because I am teaching music lessons online, one boy, and this week I was teaching him making some beats, in some sequencer online, and he was moving around and doing like he was making this. And this is what I was doing while listening to De La Cruz track. And I was wondering, then and now, what makes us people enjoying so much, listening to the beats? Because there has to be some science behind it, I believe. Because, it just makes you feel so good and it makes you moving. And the boy, he is not interested about music at all. And I saw him, being absolutely immersed in music and beats. So I was just wondering, and now I remembered again because it was like, oh, it's just so it feels so good.
Awesome.
I actually like watching the video. It seemed like that was a completely live performance because the sequence was off. The sequence, there was no sequence playing. It was a blank sequence playing, and he was triggering pads.
For De La Croix?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't notice that.
Oh,
because I was eating, so I didn't.
Eating and bouncing too much. Yeah. I'm going to mute myself while the dog's barking. And is the sound better like this or like this?
Maybe the other one.
One or two?
The other one. You have to speak.
One or two? One or two? This is one. This is two.
One. Two. I heard this weird, like, panning, echoing effect for a moment.
It was two. But...
Oh, all right. Well, I'll have to just flicker it on and off.
No, yes, I heard it again. When you flick it, it, like, makes this weird panning effect.
Yeah, no. Okay. Is the dog louder now or now? But he's not barking now. Anyway, let's go to the next track. And we'll be back after this. Let me see if I can get it up.
De La Croix was amazing.
Yeah,
we
they were
didn't
both
speak
amazing.
of De La
Thank you,
Croix,
Ryman.
really.
And thank you, De La Croix, for submitting. And I'm going to mute myself. We'll go to a couple of audio ones now. We've got Corey Page, followed by Thisant.
All right.
So let's go with that.
Koala gang coming through. Merrick brother, the support's coming through. You know what y'all need to do. Step the fuck out the way. While we sway. Koala gang coming through. Merrick brother, the support's coming through. You know what y'all need to do. Step the fuck out the way. While we sway.
That's all I drink. All of a sudden, smoking is a new proposition. All of a sudden, you enjoy more comfort, more pleasure than you normally expect from a cigarette. Why? What's the secret to this miracle? All of a sudden, smoking is a new proposition. All of a sudden, you enjoy more comfort, more pleasure than you normally expect from a cigarette. Why? What's the secret to this miracle? All of a sudden, smoking is a new proposition. All of a sudden, you enjoy more comfort, more pleasure. secret of this miracle?
Koala gang coming through. Merrick Brother, the support's coming through. You know what y'all need to do.
Very cool.
First, I got to say, Danny, you mixed that perfectly because I thought it was a change-up. That was like amazing.
I think.
Holy cow!
Yeah, no, it was. It's just like it's because of Corey's false ending, false start, false ending start.
Yeah,
false,
that went perfect.
double
though,
ending.
Like, holy cow!
Well, so I can only thank the VLC like track list thing for that. It just started playing the next one. All I had to do was change the name at the right time. So I can't really take credit, but thanks very much anyway.
Are you? Hey, Joey, your microphone changed somehow. It's like hotter than normal. If you're able to hit settings and bring it down or something.
I think I can change it from here, but
right.
It seemed all right.
Yeah,
I'll bring it down.
We're getting comments. Ty.
Oh.
Yeah, Ty just made a comment. And I hear it too, actually. It's a little distorted.
Can I go to automatic?
I might. Yeah, go on then. Let's see what happens. I bumped it too much, maybe.
You guys let us know on Joey's mic.
Yeah, because my mic is always hot.
That's because of your rapping, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about that? For an angle. So,
the dog is very cute. Can we keep the dog?
Yeah, we can keep
quiet and asleep for the entire show.
Well, I can't guarantee he'll stay quiet. But yeah. So, anything to say about the tracks, Corey Page and Thyssen?
Really dug Corey's track. I just again liked all the change ups and just different choices he made. Very cool. What do you guys think about Corey?
It's like 5 tracks in one.
Yeah.
And it was a good idea to have like a cigarette advert, or like I don't know how many people did things like that, but adverts for stuff that is now not really socially acceptable and kind of, you know, I don't know if cigarette advertising is banned now, isn't it?
It is.
From like
as is alcohol.
Yeah, so like having those things as sort of like things to sample is pretty cool. Yeah, and Thyssen.
Thyssen's track, I really just liked how it was very different for what he normally does. Most of us sort of know him from just only the micro chop stuff, but this was actually really melodic and with singing, and just was a really fun change of pace. I liked it.
Yeah.
I want to hear more of it.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was
It's
nice.
still
It had a real nice bounce to it. It's really good.
Totally.
So I also, just before we move on, I just forgot in the intro to mention about Remy not being here this week. Obviously, the baby's due. So if anyone's missing Remy, all our thoughts are with Remy. They've gone for checkups. Baby's kind of probably coming in the next, few days at least. So, he should be with his wife, and we're all wishing him the best and all the best of luck with all that.
Yeah, I said to Remy, like, why don't they just induce? Why you keep going to the hospital back and forth? And he said in Mexico they're pretty cautious like that. They'd rather just take it slow and give more time, which is good.
Yeah. So I think they've got a hard deadline of next Tuesday if it doesn't come naturally before.
Oh, cool. Okay.
I don't know if that's public knowledge, but it is now.
It is now.
But we wish you all the best.
It's good to know because we all are concerned. So it's good to know what would happen with him.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Cool. So I'm going to play the next two tracks, which is going to be your track, Baruch. And
oh my gosh.
But I'll play it first, and then I'll play Flying Arepa, so you've got some time to
just go away from
to fan off your embarrassment. And we'll be back in a sec.
All right.
No. Okay, so because it was Darren's birthday this week, I decided to create some drum and bass for him. I really didn't have idea how to do it, so I studied it on the internet. I even went to Wikipedia. Still don't know how to do it, so just let's try it and have fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, nice ending.
Yeah, totally.
That was fun, Baruch. You don't have to be embarrassed. It's good to try new things.
Yeah, I just said, it would be good to try. It was pretty quiet, but I was doing it on standalone Koala and really quickly, so never mind.
That was good. And you're kind of playing it live as well to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Triggering things, turning things up and down.
Yeah,
What was the tempo?
I was trying. It was 1677, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
1,677 beats per minute. That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm really bad at numbers, even in Czech. So I always, I always say numbers this way. My phone number.
Oh, well, I'm still big on the screen. Why am I big on the screen?
Yeah, you are.
No, here we go. This is better. There we go. Hey, oh, we can do the face thing. Yeah, that was cool. It looks like he's dropped off. He might come back. I don't know where he went. But only Danny on screen. Yeah, see, I noticed before I read the comment. Pete, you want to jump on? I need half a face. I got half a face missing. So if you want to jump on, you've got the link.
I really like that, Baruch. I was impressed. I've attempted to do drum and bass a couple of times where I'll pop up the tempo and then see what I can do, and I always give up. So that was pretty impressive that you stuck with it, and I think it came out great. I mean, if that's what first time is, you should maybe stick with it and do more of it.
No, I was cheating. I created the beat and then I speeded it up.
I think that's what everybody does. That's what drum and bass is.
Okay.
That's how it's done.
No, I don't know.
So I think the pattern of it was more like a hard dance track at that speed than drum and bass necessarily. But it was a great track regardless.
I was studying it. I read the Wikipedia article. And
how to drum and bass on Wikipedia.
Yes. I actually read the history of it. It was very interesting.
You know what? Yeah? Maybe you need to do a collab with Naril.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Now that you got your drum and bass chops down, now it's time.
Yeah, we would like to, because we are quite far away from each other in our country, but we would like to see each other.
England is small, so I think that everybody in England is really close to each other. But Czechoslovakia, I think, is really large, so I think you guys have to be far away from each other. This is how my brain works.
It's not large. It's not large, but
Czechoslovakia is small.
He is like 4 hours, from my country, maybe. Country, my city. So on train. Yeah.
Hey Remy, Remy's in the chat.
Hi Remy.
Good luck with everything, man.
Bonjour.
Hello, bonjour. The thing is with England being small is that even very short distances take a really long time because of the traffic, though.
Yeah.
So it's not really about the distance as much as it is the.
I'm sorry. This didn't make any sense. It was just how my brain works.
Fair enough. And Flying Arepa, that was a cool track. Really gritty.
Yeah, I really like the bass.
Video.
Yeah.
And the video.
I want
and it had this koala head going on.
Yeah, dancing
and performing. That was cool.
Yeah, it was really good. He always has really phenomenal videos, but I really thought the music was particularly cool. It was really experimental, which I think he always does, but this was like just very different, and The bass was just stunning. I mean, it was really like in your face and heavy and cool. Loved it.
Yeah, it was great. So I'm going to go on to a couple of more audio submissions now. We got Thai Noodles, followed by Emmy's band.
Awesome.
So let's hear it.
We get your visualization tool?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I'll remember to mute myself back after this.
Baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, barbecue sauce. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back.
Kinda looks like a baby.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you. I'm bigger than you. I'm higher in the food chain. Get in my belly. Come on.
Chili's baby
You're lucky we mine.
Chili's baby back ribs. I want my baby back ribs.
Right. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back ribs. Excuse me. Chili baby back ribs.
I forgot to mute myself, didn't I?
I don't know. I didn't notice. It was fun.
Oh,
it was
you
all
did
right.
maybe. Yeah, okay.
No.
Cool. That was cool.
Two very cool tracks.
I
Yes.
actually don't think I've ever had baby back ribs. Are they
What?
Are they from babies?
Oh my god. What's wrong with you?
Is
This
that
is
an
the
American
ki-
thing?
Do you eat meat? Like, are you
No,
a meat
not anymore.
carnivore? If you're not a carnivore,
no.
you can ignore baby back ribs. But if you're a carnivore, you would need to drop everything and run and go get it because that's how good
Right.
they are.
Hungry.
Okay. I used to be.
I'm hungry too.
I'm vegan now for the last sort of 3 years, but I obviously ate meat before then. I've had ribs, but I think I don't know if baby back ribs are something specific that's like
They're
an
the
American
smaller ones. I wish I knew enough about meat to be able
Yeah,
to.
they were explaining this to me on Discord because
Yeah, I
they freaked
remember.
out at first. Like, what?
That was cool. And I remember, like, having heard the sample from the movie. Which movie was it? Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. Yeah, there you go.
But I remember that singing. But again, even back then, I didn't know what it was.
All right. Well, here's the answer.
I
Pork
didn't know
ribs.
the-
Pork ribs come in two sizes: spare, which is the larger size, and any back, which is small. Because Flying Arepa just posted it.
Cool.
I
And
just
so
thought-
baby back is not from baby pork. It's just the smallest,
It's the smaller size ribs.
smaller
Yeah.
ones, right?
I think they're more tender and I don't know. They're delicious. People who my wife
But
makes.
also, they might be from babies.
No.
Who
Not
knows?
from babies.
You never know.
I
Not from babies.
suppose.
I don't know. I can't guarantee that. If you can guarantee it, then okay, I'll take it. So, an Emmy's band, very, very chilled.
Yeah, somebody wrote Enya meets State Farm, which is pretty funny. But I know what they mean. Like, there was a very chill vibe to the actual music. The sample was very, very chill. And then I had that signature Emmy drumming, which is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
And she always, you really have to listen to her tracks on YouTube, or not YouTube, on Instagram, because when it's in stereo, it really makes you dizzy, with her panning. And she does this on purpose, and it's really working. So yeah, I could hear it I could hear it now as well, even though it's mono.
It's not mono.
Or on stereo today.
Not tonight.
Yeah. Do you want to turn on your speaker and do the panning again for her?
I think if I can see it's on one side and then it's on the other side, like that. Is that going from the side to side?
Totally. I hear it.
So yeah, it's just, it's just the way I set things up.
So when Danny runs the stream, he runs with
I was wondering, because it was like, oh, it sounds like stereo. I know you were talking about that at the beginning, because I thought that you were talking just about your voice. So
Yeah, no, it's so. I mean, the voice is part of it, and this is the reason I have to do a bit of a messy using OBS and stuff, because the only way StreamYard allows you to do stereo is if you use a stereo input microphone, which I've got as a virtual output coming from my computer. You probably don't understand what I'm saying.
No. I messed up with OBS a little. So,
yeah. So it's just, unfortunately, a bit of a complicated setup for Remy, because it's much easier for him to just upload or press play on a video. And unfortunately, it's mono, but obviously it's good to then listen back. But when I do it on my computer, I sorted it out so it's all stereo. So yeah, we can enjoy the mind-bending stereo field of Emmy's band.
Yeah.
And,
any thoughts on Ty?
Baby back, baby back, baby back.
I mean,
I enjoyed it.
The track was really fun, just the choice of mashing up the movie. I was like, why did he choose the movie? Because it didn't make any sense to me at first, and then we get the payoff at the end, so it's actually really funny. Very cool.
That was cool. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to jump to a video now. This is Folkybo, which is only a second submission. Is that right? I think, possibly.
I think so.
Second or third, maybe. And yeah, that will be followed by a special collaboration, which I won't spoil. So we'll be back in a sec.
Es gibt immer wieder Momente im Leben. tuned all the way to 12.
Awesome.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
back. That was cool. Oops.
Very
wrong
cool.
one. There we go. Sorry, I had some doggy drama while that was all going on. So.
Oh no! What did the doggy do?
Oh, nothing. Just noise
Doggy
and
do.
stuff. So I had
Doggy
to run
do.
off and. He didn't doggy do. Not in the house, anyway. So that was cool. So I saw Remy in the chat saying it's not that hard, but he still prefers the sound of mono. I don't know, man. I have to disagree, but each to their own.
I think what he's saying is not that he likes mono better than stereo. I think he's saying he likes the quality of the stream, the way the stream sounds better when he uses StreamYard versus when you use OBS. Just to give some clarity, because sometimes Remy, you can't necessarily understand what he's saying based off of the words he's saying, but I think that's his meaning.
So he's also reminding us that there is a chat over on YouTube.
Okay,
I actually tried to.
Don't they normally show up here? So that leads me to think nobody's over there.
He's over there. I think he might be over there on his own. Because scrolling up the chat, I think, Flying Arepa's over there. You can tell from the little icon.
Oh,
next to
the
their name.
icon.
So
I wasn't paying attention to the icon, but I've been trying to incorporate the messages as they come in.
So, Folkibo, I was missing for that one. Have you got anything to say?
Oh, I really liked the filter sweep. Like, it got all granular and like bit crushed. It was very cool. It's just, and overall, just the aesthetic of his sound is, I don't know if it's a he or she, but of the sound is very cool. Just very up my alley. I think a lot of people on the chat were responding to it as well. It's talented. If that's the second track, man, welcome to the family. You're doing amazing.
Yeah. You got any whispery comments, Baruch? Or... Oh, you're muted. You're not only whispering, you're also muted.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
I'm sorry for my ASMR, but my husband...
We don't mind.
Yeah, my husband is sleeping, and this wall is like a paper. He would be really mad if I were to wake him up. But I just wanted to say that the first one, I was thinking, oh, it's so beautiful, and it's so weird to watch the advertisement, which is normally not so beautiful, or you don't have these feelings, and you listen to that music that is so beautiful. It was so weird. Yeah, I love that. That really, a lot. And the other one was also very
Deluxe Goods and Mark Deluxe.
I was watching the sequences, and it was like, oh, is it really possible to do? Oh, God.
Yeah. Too talented.
So Mark got sick later this week, and so he passed his track over to Das Goods to finish. So get well soon, Mark. The unfortunate thing for you guys is that earlier in the week is I had a little session with Mark and showed him some VR, like creative, like VR animation tools, and he's actually gone and bought himself a headset, and he made a really cool koala like video, which didn't make it this week because he got sick. So hopefully we'll see it next week. But yeah, get well soon, Mark. That was really cool. Again, I was kind of distracted. Wait, what are you looking at? What are you doing?
He's having fun, man. He's a dog.
He barks at people walking by. But right, let's move on, I suppose, and keep it rolling. So next up, I've got Granny K. Have you got anything else to say?
I was wondering if we said enough about Deluxe Goods. Just thought it was very upbeat. It seemed to change for me because at the beginning I was like bouncing around to it, and then it seemed to get kind of dark towards the end. I don't know if I'm making that up, but it felt like there was a change about halfway through. Yeah,
there was a bit of a change up going on. Yeah, for sure. That was cool. And happy birthday this week, Darren, as well. Yeah, obviously.
Happy birthday.
keep forgetting to mention things. I'm juggling so many things, plus a dog that's barking in the background.
It's not like I'm remembering it. So you're doing good.
So we've got 2 tracks coming up, both audio based, and the second one is from a newcomer, I believe.
Awesome.
But we'll discuss that when we get back. So
what's the name?
let's go with Granny K. Pardon?
Okay. What's the name of the?
I've got it on the screen anyway. Don't worry about the names. I've got them on screen.
All right, I'll
anyway.
stop with the banners then, because I'm just messing them
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, they're on the screen anyway.
All right. Okay.
So yeah.
That was awesome. 2 really, really phenomenal tracks.
Yeah, so that was a newcomer, I believe, because I've never seen his name.
How are you going to pronounce it?
I think it's O. But...
O?
Yeah, I assume that his name is Esbjørn Åkesson. I think he's from Denmark. I don't know. I can only tell from the letters on the circles on his... you know, whatever they're called. I don't know. My pronunciation is probably terrible, and the dog is barking next door. I'm going to mute myself, and you guys can talk about the tracks. I'll be right back.
Well, Flying Arepa called it angstrom, but I don't know. I'd have to Google it to figure out why. And Remy said anarchy. So I don't know. You guys on, or am I just going to talk?
It's just you, Michael.
I'll fill the space, but just play on the next track.
I'm just trying to solve some problem here, so I'm sorry.
No worries.
Same thing.
All right, then I guess I'll have to fill up the space. So I thought for a first track that was really phenomenal. I really like the vibe of it, and just really a good choice of sounds, good atmosphere. Kind of like I said in the chat, kind of reminded me like a detective movie or something. Like really quite cool, you know, dark and moody.
Yeah, it had a nice vibe for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you talk about Granny K while I was out?
We didn't. We should also talk about Granny K. Unless you got.
He started using his vocals, and it's so like I don't know how to describe it. Dreamy. I don't know. Yeah. It's always so. I really like when people are using their vocals because it's like more personal. You can imagine them you know, making it
instantly.
And he has such a beautiful voice. I really like it. I'm very happy that he took the courage to make it.
Cool. I wonder if he also did the cat noises.
Did we know what the ads were? Somebody said cat
idea.
litter, but I don't think it was.
Well, I mean, he kind of made his own like anti-capitalist advert in there. But yeah, that was cool. Just gonna.
So for Granny K, I really like the panning sound. It was like a car or something that was flying across on both directions. That was very cool. And
don't get that on mono.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said on the chat. I was like, this is a good use of stereo. And then there was like a glitching sound that was going through. He does that. He just sort of experiments with the koala effects. I thought that was very cool. And then the vocals were really just very cool also. So.
And I think he does a lot of his looping in Loopy as well. So he mixes those things up.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Cool. Anyone got anything to add, or shall we move on?
Supposedly, angstrom is a thing. Just so you guys know.
Angstrom.
Yeah, I think the A with the little circle. I don't know if the circle over a letter is, so I don't know how to pronounce it.
Is that what it's called?
Wait, maybe the circle over the A is an angstrom. So maybe that's a angstrom.
Could be.
I don't know.
I really enjoyed this track. It was, it's like my cup of tea. I always say this. So I'm very happy that he is here. I don't know if he. Oh yeah, I noticed this comment. It would be really nice to get in touch on Instagram and to follow him. Do you know if he has? Is he there?
I don't know. I mean, so the link he sent me was actually a SoundCloud link, and I don't know. I'll have a look through his email, see if I can find it and share it after this. But if not, if you're listening, if you're here with us, make yourself known. Otherwise, just make yourself known soon.
Welcome to the Koala family, man.
Welcome to the family, absolutely.
Come on Discord, and you will lose so much time.
You're not selling it, Baruch. Nobody's gonna join if you're like, you'll waste lots of time.
No, it's not wasting. It's not wasting. It's important.
There you go. All right, come in and enjoy important time.
Well, you'll learn. You have opportunity to learn and mix with people, so that's cool. Right. Next up, we've got Funk Moon Camp and something else, which I've got prepared after that. What have I got? Oh, so it'll be Naril after that. So let's go.
Based on a past fact I couldn't make out. Top of the morning to the past. Meeting halfway, turn side. He takes me. Based on a past fact I couldn't make out. Top of the morning to the past. Meeting halfway, turn sides. I feel it in my car. This time will be different.
Really cool.
Wow. That was very cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, it would be nice for you guys to collab. You don't have to be near each other. Do it remotely. You're muted still, everyone. Oh, everyone's muted. I'm trying to unmute you. It's fine. Yeah, Funk Moon Camp. A bit of a weird one this week. I think like we were all kind of strapped for time. I didn't even hear the vocal till this morning. And usually there's like a round of like back and forth that happens last night. But Campy's obviously in the middle of moving home and doing all that sort of stuff. And he was at some point last night he didn't think the track was ever going to happen, and then he did a perfectly good mix without vocals, which I was like, well, that's totally fine. Let's just submit that. And he said, "Oh, he was a bit. He seemed a little bit down in the dumps on it last night. So he was like, oh, maybe I'll just do a 30." Or he keeps trying to tell me and Damien to sing. He's like, "Why don't you sing?" Yeah, maybe one day,
Please,
But
Come on, do it.
That would be good.
But, yeah, maybe we'll see. Damien's a bit more keen than I am, but we'll see. He did swear a lot. He's saying he swore a lot.
Did you?
He said, maybe I'll have 30 minutes in the morning to do a vocal. So that was what
30
Campy
minutes.
does in 30 odd minutes.
That's incredible. So
And,
Danny, just use the Pete template. You can just like do a little talk singing thing, you know?
Yeah, maybe,
true.
maybe.
It sounds great when Pete does it.
Yeah, it does sound great when Pete does it, and it doesn't sound like Pete sometimes. When he puts that like East End gangster accent.
Oh my god, that was
it
so
does sound
good.
like Pete.
I would kill for more of that.
Yeah, Danny, that's all in your accent, man. You got the perfect accent for it.
Yeah, I just need to like.
I think that
go.
I think that we need a documentary about FMC. Please, we need a documentary.
Sure. We kind of got it with the Drambo video. It's the making of.
There was a peek behind the curtain there. Sorry. There's someone next door.
How you collaborate, actually.
We can talk about the Funk Moon Camp track while he's muted.
Yeah, that's dreamy to me. Campy's voice is dreamy.
Campy's voice. He's got all of like the extra octaves and stuff, and like it's like all soft and shimmery in the background. It's always really nice.
Yeah, Campy does really cool like treatment of his voice and adds all sorts of like puts like a pitch thing on like a bus and then sends some of his vocals into it, and it does all this like weird like high pitch, low pitch stuff going on. It's pretty cool. Oops, what did I do?
Yeah,
this dog is what?
Campy
yeah, the dog agrees. Yeah.
Yeah, Campy sent me his breakdown.
Yeah.
Oh, of how he sets up his voice. It's in the forums. So yeah, if you even if you're not interested in Drambo, I think part of the tutorial that I put out the other week is basically going from when I open a Koala not even an arrangement at that point, but like we basically just share sequences and go backwards and forwards pretty quick, creating sequences, and then one of us will then arrange them into something linear, and then Campy somehow makes it all work. So that's the short version of the documentary, but
sure.
We'll figure out the longer version. Naril, I thought that was really, really cool.
I didn't
tempo.
I always say
video.
Naril to Zabil. It's in Czech and it's rhyming. Naril to
It
Zabil.
rhymes.
Yeah.
And what does it mean?
Naril to Zabil.
Naril killed it.
Yes,
you killed it. You killed it.
Yeah, I liked all the incidental sounds he had going, and there was this one that kept going up. Whoop! I don't even know how to describe it. It just like had this upwards movement to it. It was very funny and whimsical, and the slowdown at the end was also a lot of fun.
Yeah. Really
I can't wait to listen to it again on his YouTube channel. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. He has an amazing YouTube channel.
Awesome. We jumped.
I will convince him to share his stuff on Instagram as well.
Does anybody have any more?
Because he is wise and he doesn't want to spend his time on social media.
Hilarious. Anybody have any more comments?
No, let's move on.
Wait. I want to go back to Funk Moon Camp though.
Yeah, same.
Uh-oh.
The way you guys layer, like there's so many layers to your tracks though. It's incredible. Like it's just like a never ending pot of joy. Just amazing. I need you guys to know that.
Cool, thanks, man.
And I didn't get to do my comments on Funk Moon Camp either. I just thought the glitching that you guys did was really fun. that somebody obviously was having a lot of fun with glitching and started it off. Thought that was awesome. And the drunken drums was also fun. It was like kind of all over the place, almost mistimed, but it was a lot of fun. It added a lot of complexity to the track. It's a nice job, guys.
Yeah, cool, thanks. I think one of the other things that like makes it seem more complex is that we actually end up using a lot of the sounds that are already in the project. So like what might sound like a lot of very different variations for one person to do is actually just like the three of us will just do something completely different, but using the same sounds that are probably already there, chopped, early. So it sounds like it would be more complicated for a single person to do all those different variations, but for the three of us just to spend, like potentially 5 to 20 to 30 minutes or whatever, just creating some variation with the sequences just makes it sound more complex. And sometimes there's a lot of layering, sometimes less, but yeah, it's just whatever happens. Right, so let's move on. I've got an audio submission from Jimmy Fingers, and I thought it would be nice to pair that with the cult leader himself, Pete Sasquatch. So
awesome.
We'll be back.
Hello, Jimmy and Pete.
After those.
Brothers.
Your words to fuck disappeared in 59 minutes, 59 seconds, motherfucker. You don't want to fuck no more. That shit fucking out of here, man. Fucking gone, fucking long gone. At least you got someone to fuck. I don't got no one to fuck. When I do find someone to fuck, they go tell me to go fuck myself. So now I gotta go find someone new to fuck. Feeling all fucked up and shit, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on.
Eccellente. Rich. Luxurious. Unique. A taste sensation. Rich. Unique. Luxurious. A taste sensation. Rich. Luxurious. Unique. A taste sensation. Rich. Unique. Luxurious.
Whisper Rocher, you're really spoiling us.
Good taste. Good taste. Good taste. A taste sensation. Good taste. Good.
You're really spoiling us.
Good taste. Eccellente.
Whisper Rocher, you're really spoiling us.
It's gone now, it's all gone, gone away, can't find it again, no more fuckity fuck talk, all down the fuck hole.
Koala Gang.
Take one dark night in November, add one adult, a tin box with a lid, and a torch.
Woo! Can't get enough of that.
Chiropractor time.
You were muted for a bit of that.
Yeah.
And Barusha's fallen off. I wonder
Uh-oh.
whether she'll be back or whether she's gone to bed. Did she say anything?
No.
Let's see. Here she is. She's back. And she's back.
And better than ever.
No, didn't happen. It didn't happen. It's fine. Yeah. What do you think of those?
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah, really good. Pete's coming in hard.
He's always coming in hard.
There's so much noise.
But the thing is with Pete's noise is that it's not like abrasive in any way. Somehow, like he manages to make it really noisy, but really sort of quite pleasant and rounded.
Thank you, because this is exactly what I was, about to say.
Yeah.
I don't have these nice words.
I think of it as like distressed, if you were like to take metal and then like intentionally make it rusty so that you can put it up on your wall, like, because you want it, it's like attractive, it's something that you enjoy, but you want it, it would only really fit and be perfect if it was like worn in and distressed and like,
Yeah.
That's kind of how I think about it.
Yeah, like a nice patina on the beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. Yeah, nothing like sticks out as being like, harsh, but it is just full of like dirty, distorted textures.
Yeah.
Also, congratulations to Pete for handing in his thesis this week.
Oh, how cool.
Congratulations.
His masters. So maybe
That's
he'll
awesome.
be
a
more
professor.
present. Yeah, the professor
Doc.
will be in session. I don't know when he's actually getting his results or anything, but we wish him the best of luck.
Dr. Sasquatch.
With that.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Yeah. And Jimmy's always like, he's a funny guy, and it just comes across in everything he does.
Yeah, I think last week was the break, right? He said, like, I'm done. I'm going to now go on to try some other different things, right? I'm going to give the parodies a break for a little while. That was my takeaway.
Did he actually? Well, yeah, the parodies from the Koala series.
That was my interpretation. Yeah. So this week,
I don't think he can get away from his kind of like comedic personality.
So I think I think that's your point. It's like, even though he's not doing the like over the top vocal parodies, right? It still has a sense of humor to it, a lightness to it. It was really good.
I was smiling like this, the first 5 seconds of it. I was like,
yeah, it's good. And so, do we know if he actually did use Android last week? Because his song was all about his Android brethren.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a good question.
I have he might have been, or Pete's saying was Jimmy on his Android only kick again. So it could well be. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah. Very cool. And that was the last of the audio only submissions. Okay. So we're all video from here on out. Unless anything else comes in, which it hasn't.
Yeah, I did send you something.
Did you?
From somebody, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Pete said that he definitely used Android last week, 100%, without a doubt. So
because he was asking how to record the vocals on Android, so he was just trying to make the Android fam feel better about themselves. But
do you have a Be Jammin's track? Is that in the queue?
I believe I do.
Okay. Good. We just want confirmation.
So. Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, and it is audio only.
That's why he's asking, I guess.
That's what it wasn't. Yeah. So I will cue that up shortly. Right. I went from Jimmy audio to Pete's video because I thought it was the last audio, but I separated the audio into a separate folder, and B Jammin was in the video folder for some reason. So why don't we play that one next? And then it's videos all throughout, and I'll have a look at what you sent me, Baruch. I think what will happen is I'll have to jump off between songs while you're talking. Well, not between songs, after the songs are finished, and download it then. But until then, let me just get this done.
The stereotyping. That microphone needs to go to mono.
All right. I think it might actually be a collaboration.
All right.
I'm going to mute myself while the dog barks, and we'll be back after this.
I planned the day and night's key, so tomorrow you can get where you want to be. That's why Nationwide is on your side. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start, then you can. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start, then you can celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Time for celebrating. History in the making. Feel like Neo from the Matrix. My people, we make hits. Every time we take this challenge and elevate it. If you ain't on Koala, probably can't relate with. Every week, quality tracks being created. And none of them sound the same. It's so amazing. 3-hour broadcast and everybody staying. Some past their bedtime trying to stay awake. And some tracks are complex, stripped down and naked. Some are solo. This one, collaboration. Some made in the beat room, some made in the basement, some made in the car, wherever you feel inspiration. Benjamin made the track and Matt laced it. Now we be jamming, rhymes gliding like skating. But if you fall down, be patient at this time, cause we got you covered with Nationwide on your side.
You have a start. You have a start. You have a start, then you can. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start. You have a start, then you can celebrate. Celebrate.
Incredible.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
What happened with OBS?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got a Danny.
I don't know. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Dan.
Okay, that's good. I think OBS might have crashed just as I did that, so I will reopen it. And if you guys want to talk for a moment. I'll see if I can. Oh, what's that? Wow.
I love that.
Okay.
Is that a track?
That's a surprise coming up.
All right.
A surprise spoiled coming up. Well, so I'll just. I got the track from Baruch. I'm gonna download it while you guys talk about those
Sounds
last two
good.
tracks and hopefully
Sounds
sort
good.
myself out.
Anybody
right
have
back.
any thoughts on the Be Jammin' track?
Wow, be jamming, rhyming.
I have to remember the first. Yeah, that was this one.
Oh
You know,
God.
when you have two, I can't even always remember the first one.
Here's what I do, Baruch. I write down notes.
Yeah, you can.
Smart, Michael.
I was thinking about that, but
It's hard. I'm sitting here trying to get comments and throw it on screen. I'm also trying to type on the chat, and then I'm also trying to take notes. It's too much.
yeah, it's too much, and it's 1:12, not 12, yeah, 1:12 a.m. for me.
Yeah. Let's just take a moment and acknowledge that Remy does all of this by himself. Every week. It's incredible.
He is a monster.
He's definitely a machine.
I really love the lyrics. I really love the lyrics of rhyming. It was, I was so
He mentioned
emotional.
your blessed beat room. You caught that, right? Yeah, I knew you'd like that.
Everything. It was so beautiful. I really loved how he said that that it was quality music and it's all different and still amazing and all these every feelings we have like as a community, and he packed it in one small package.
Yeah, be jamming. The beat was perfect for him. I mean, they together, what a duo.
Yeah, they're like a killer combo there, right? I mean, like, we'll take that any week you guys feel like collabing to go for it.
Yeah, please.
I really loved that collab. It was amazing. I was
Yeah.
very happy that Rhyming and somebody else were collabing again because it always works so well and it's so different.
I don't know how busy Matt is, but like, I
He
kind of get
said
the
that he
impression.
won't- he said he wouldn't be able to submit anymore and still submitting.
He's still doing a great job. I really appreciate that. But
He's just
on top,
really fast. That's
yeah,
the thing.
I think you're right. He is really fast.
But
But
he's so good, and he's a gift to our community to be able to just like write about our day to day and week to week kind of like escapades in his rhymes.
yeah, Jimmy's
It's,
good that
it's
way
so
too.
good.
What I was gonna say was that I feel like Matt's a good person to collab with. I don't know what his availability is, but like I kind of feel like he's up to the challenge, like almost with anybody, whether it's music or lyrics. You know what I mean? Like you want to throw him music, and he can do amazing music with you. Or if you need lyrics, he's usually willing to help with lyrics. So he's a gift to the community for sure. How about the Sample the World track, Double Mint Gum one?
Yeah, it's still playing in my head. I can't sing. It really is picked in my head.
Your husband will kill you if you let it take over.
I'm always like, I'm really afraid that the opens, the door will open. And I was like, what are you doing? You're not sleeping.
On stream, everyone will see it.
I should go. I should go to sleep.
It's all right. If he's sleeping, you won't know how long you've not been there, so it's fine.
This is my strategy all the time.
Oh, my wife knows what time I come to bed. It's like I usually wake her up when I go to bed. And if I try to sneak in and be sneaky, she looks over and she's like, "Why are you trying to be sneaky?" So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go wake her up.
You actually said that you have the same problem as me, and maybe you are even worse than I.
I am worse than you.
I understand. Yes, we are terrible.
I've managed to get my camera working again.
And the worst thing is that we are all the same, and we can support each other to get better in this.
Yeah, we
just complain.
Does get better mean to actually be worse, like to do it more, or does get better mean to stop doing it?
Or just learn ways to get away with it, I think is part
Oh no!
of
Try to sleep more than 5 or 4 hours a day.
Oh, that would be
And
really
make some work because I didn't do any work today, like any.
Yeah, I have that problem.
I've been there for sure.
I saw you made that really nice animation.
Two birthday tracks today.
Oh, is that what it was? It was birthday track. The loom animation. Did you actually set the BPM on it this time?
No.
Oh, you really should.
I thought that you would ask because there.
See, if people know that I'm going to ask, then it drives them to actually do things next
because
time.
I noticed that I actually managed to fit it a little bit to the
Yeah.
rhythm.
No, it looked really good.
Yeah.
But your life will be easier if you do it with the actual BPM.
Yeah, I must try it. Yes, I
Yeah.
know.
I can help you if you want.
Hilarious.
Right.
Thank you.
So, oi. Okay, I guess we're going straight in.
Bullet up selector.
What do you got next for us, Danny?
There's still 30 seconds on the video. I don't know if it's coming back in.
Nah, he couldn't.
It's coming back. It was a full sending. Let's go. He out Corey ending Corey. Alright, let's go to the next one. Di Frente.
Welcome to my torture chamber. Chamber the strange brain entertains and hangs with gangs who slang rocks and bang blocks. On your side
romantic. Well kept, no fuss, no squeaks. Original and unique. Even if you ain't listening, you gon' hear me speak. Spitting is my OCD, my PCP, my STD, my code deep. Till I OD. My pain, my life, my joy, my agony.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah,
There's
that
a
was
mashup
cool.
of styles on the 2 tracks.
Yeah, it was a nice pairing. Barky dog. Yeah, Maxim, he's got his own voice for sure. Like he's so like he's been doing it for so long, so confident in his work that he's just shush. I'm trying to talk here. Right, you guys say something while I stop him barking out the window.
I'm going to take a moment and tell you guys all to like throw something Maxim's way for a collaboration. He's amazing to collaborate with because he's just so confident and strong on what he's doing. So you can throw him anything and it's going to come back like just incredible. So, and he's just also really open-minded on like what you send him and stuff. He's like very up for a fun challenge. So I would highly recommend you guys reach out to him. Love the bounce and the bop on that. Just had me like bouncing. It had like such a fun vibe to it. And I really like the voice, the way the voices worked because it had the one sort of like chanting and it had this call and response with the female vocal and the background vocals, which was just really cool. And the comeback selector was really a fun addition as well. Good dog.
Yeah, he's doing well. Right, that was that was really good. And also, Maxim has offered to. We've been talking about. He was talking about doing the Secret Santa stuff around Christmas. So I think if that happens, that'd be really cool.
That would be really cool.
We're talking about signing up. Like we haven't really nutted out the details, so I won't go into it too much. But you add yourself to a list, and then people will be sent other people's potential older flips to flip. But yeah, that's maybe happening around Christmas. But we'll see. Dog's agreeing again. Yeah, Remy says every time the dog barks, the dog's agreeing with me.
He wants to join us.
Yeah, he does.
He wants to make some beats.
I think he just wants some treats. I really like De Frente's bass line. That's cool, and he's really good. How he always like makes some vocals and video like fit perfectly well. What are you looking at? Yeah,
I don't know. The drums were great. What were we gonna say, Baruch?
No, nothing.
Oh.
Like, I was about to say that I'm sorry that I won't be saying nothing. Because I'm so confused by the 2 tracks, you know. I already prepared my notebook to make some notes too because I'm not able to remember anything.
Yeah, that's how I am. I can't remember anything.
Too late to remember things.
I am just always like, oh, this is so cool. This is so and then it stops and I don't know what am I gonna say.
I get that way sometimes too.
Analyzing.
The drums
It's a shame
were.
you couldn't see Joey, like he's dropped out again, but his daughter came up to him, up to the computer while that was playing, and we could see him in the little window, and they were both bopping to that. So
yeah,
that was cool.
I would like to see it. I can see you guys. No, I can see you. Only you can
Can't
see me.
see
but
us.
No, is it possible to see you?
Yeah, on the
Oh,
bottom.
in the bottom. Oh, can you see it
Below.
along the bottom?
Yeah,
along the bottom.
She can.
While it's full screen, you can see people's faces below the actual thing. If you're in the stream, obviously. Yeah. But Gerber can explain that while I lay out.
Well, I was gonna talk some more about DeFrante's track. So, drums were really. Somebody said the drums were knocking, but they were like real boom bap. They really just matched the song really well, matched the bass really well. I thought the vocals were really cool because it just added a real calming vibe to the old school sort of hip hop rap, you know. So it's just really well rounded. I mean, DeFrante always does like a real polished, complete track, and this was a perfect example of that.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm so sorry that I couldn't speak. Talk about.
You don't have to apologize, and you don't have to
No worries.
speak. You could just.
This trick's so nice. You deserve so much praise for it, but I'm like.
I can't believe it's 1:30 in the morning for you.
It's pretty crazy.
1:30 in the afternoon here. So.
I don't remember, this from English lessons, like 1:30 what it is. It's 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30, 1:30.
It's 1:30. It's weird.
Yeah.
Because for us, we always say it differently in Czech, so it's confusing.
And how do you say it in Czech?
Yeah, we never say, when it's after 1, there's never, you never use this number, again.
What do you? You're gonna have to explain better. What time is it in Czech right now?
It's 1:28 a.m.
Okay.
And it's really dark out there.
All right. So you say 1:28. You don't say 1:30.
No.
Okay.
You have to be specific in Czech.
You have to be specific, got it.
No, we say like it's half of half of 2,
It's like half till
halfway
2,
to 2.
halfway
That's
to
crazy.
2, halfway to 2.
Half to 2.
No, of course not. That's amazing, though. I love it.
So if you say 1:30, it's confusing for me.
Did you guys see what Remy posted?
1:30. Waiting for the baby at the hospital. Why?
I guess the baby's on its way. I guess that's his way of saying
congratulations.
Congrats, Remy. That's amazing.
Nice, Remy.
Can't wait.
What does it mean, waiting the baby at the hospital? What does it mean? Is it already...
No, it means that she's in labor.
I think
it means we're assuming that the baby's on the way.
So I think it's waiting for the baby at the hospital, not waiting the baby at the hospital. Not waiting.
And now it's probably. I mean, I guess this
is at the hospital.
I guess this could be the time for an English lesson. I guess. Do you want to take some time or educate?
No, it's fine.
Okay,
Let's move
right,
on.
let's move on.
So next up, we've got.
It's 1:30.
It's 1:30, and we need to get
it's
through
nearly
the rest of the
1:30. Come on.
We'll be back. We've got El Pan.
Awesome.
And that is followed by Remy. So we'll be back.
I need to go to school.
Yes, we do.
And we're back. Mute, unmute, unmute.
Unmute.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I had to run off. I had to run off and let the dog out and all sorts of stuff. So you guys are going to have to whisper on this one.
Whisper. Oh, we already made the "Who let the dogs out" joke. That already happened.
No one until then.
No, it did. It came out in the chat. So
no one let the dog out until then. I had to let the dog out. Now I let the dog out. It was me. I let the dog out.
All right.
If people were wondering.
Another good mashup of like different styles. You know what I mean? Like each track were very different, but it works. It always works, but it was cool.
The guitar was amazing in the first one. It was very melodic. Yeah, I like that.
I think
who is playing the guitar?
It might be Al.
I think it's probably Al, but it also could be a sample. You know, it's hard to say.
It was amazing, but there were many layers of it.
Yeah, probably he was playing, and maybe bass too. William and Al. So
that's awesome. Love it.
Locus and Al.
Nice guys, really good.
Cool. Yeah,
the guitars were phenomenal. I mean, like Pawn outdid itself yet again. I mean, I feel like I say it all the time, but like this was up there with their best for sure.
Yeah, but the tempo, like overall, it was. I really liked, how it fitted together. I don't know how to describe it, but I really liked the tempo. I never know what. I try hard.
No, I know what you mean. There was something about the syncopation on it that was just really interesting. It was like it kind of moved and like I don't know. It was very interesting. I also liked how when it started, my first reaction from the sounds that were hitting my ear was like, oh, this is like an 80s like fun boppy Molly Ringwald dancing thing. But by the time I got the thought out, it had already transformed into the more prog rock sort of guitar thing. It was an interesting evolution. It was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Well done, guys. And then Remy.
Yeah, it was like everywhere, those tiny tiny sounds like everywhere, all over the place.
Careful.
Everywhere. Yeah, I really
Everywhere.
enjoyed it. Because, yeah.
Hilarious. The
Nice.
drums were super intricate. There's just a lot of variety to the drums, and they seem to be like changing over time in the song. So
I would like
evolving
to see
drums.
him doing it. You know, how he was thinking about it when he was making it. It was very interesting to imagine.
Also, like, why did he come with a Halloween track like a week after Halloween? Like, that was the track released last week. It was like super dark, and I don't know.
Was
Just
it some kind of French advert for something?
I didn't hear the advert on that. I couldn't tell what the
I've heard
advert
some
was on
voices,
either song.
like
Yeah, I was wondering whether it was his voice or not, but probably not.
I think it might have been a sample of an advert.
I gotta assume it was the advert because he probably tried, but I don't know what advert it was. Maybe a
If you
French
can just
advert.
stop waiting for a baby for a moment, he might be able to
was
come.
French.
Oh, Egoist.
Oh,
It
Egoist.
was
All right.
He's
Chanel ad.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
sleep deprived. He told me he was sleep deprived a lot, so maybe that was the reason why it was so spooky.
Yeah, maybe.
Halloween is every day for me as well, so I'm right there with you, Remy.
Well, I'm glad that we could all jump in and take the weight off, because he was actually going to do the first hour and then run off to hospital, and it's just like, no, man, just be with your wife, deal with family things, we'll take care of it.
Yeah, actually,
And,
I mentioned to my wife that Remy was going to hop on for the first hour, and she was like, "I'll come on. There's no way that Remy is going to come on and do the show. He has to go to the hospital. I'll help. If you need help, I'll help." So
Yeah, and his wife is a kickboxer, so as soon as she's recovered from the birth, he'll probably get his butt kicked if he didn't. But yeah, no, I think she's. Is it kickboxing? She's still walking.
Granny could tell us.
She could
maybe.
probably still kick his butt.
My wife,
9 months pregnant.
I bet.
No offense, Remy, but yeah, she's probably she's a trained killer from what I hear. Not literally. Right, let's move on before I put my foot in it any further. And we're gonna go.
they're going to
with-
induce. He said she has contractions but no dilation, so they're going to induce soon. I've been through this. That's the way this works.
Well, good luck, man. Good luck with everything.
Yep.
And
The
gonna
slow
go
down
on to-
ending.
Go on.
Slow down ending at the fun was really fun on Remy's track too. I love that.
Yeah, it's classic Remy slow down ending.
Mhm.
All right, let's go to Ilv, followed by our very own Michael Gerber.
Oh, nice.
So we'll be back after this.
You get a quick tan with QT, a double tan, you see, it tans you anytime, rain or shine when you use QT. Get a quick tan with QT, a double tan, you see, it tans. Quick tan with QT, I use QT. Get a quick tan with QT, I use QT. Get a quick tan with QT, a quick tan with QT. Quick tan with QT, I use QT. Get a quick tan with QT, a double tan, you see. It tans you anytime, rain or shine when you use QT. Get a anytime, rain or shine when you use QT. Anytime, rain or shine when you use QT.
sweet.
Nice. One's muted. So, Ayal's beat. Oh, Baruch, we're losing her. She's look like she's falling over, and she's muted.
She's falling asleep.
Unmute.
I was trying to sleep with Michael's track. It was so nice to listen.
So Ayal's track felt like an advert for Michael's movie. And also, I was surprised that not more people went with like when I heard Ayal's track, I was like, oh yeah, that's the obvious like advert treatment that I expected to hear, you know. He added bass and it was really cool. Like, but just to bring an old ad into like modern hip hop sort of times is sort of like, oh yeah.
That was actually one of my ideas as well. So like the My Buddy and that QT one, like when I was going through old ads, that was sort of the idea I had too. It's like, well, just add a really good beat to it, you know. But
yeah,
I'm glad to see that he did it because it came out great. I mean, it's an awesome idea. Well executed. I mean, that's what I expect from Ayal. Is just super, super well executed, super clean,
and always so quick.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's so.
He
does multiple.
I know.
He actually shared this with me, like maybe on
an hour after the song was released. I'm sure.
Oh, I was listening to it. Oh, I heard it actually. Yeah, because it's so long time ago. I forgot. Like, he's incredible, but you know, I like his style. He is always like, how to just like very lightly made. You know, he does it very like easily and
touch.
So funky. Yeah, but yeah. So I don't know how to describe it. It's nice.
We get the idea. We get what you're saying. And Gerber, what was your where was all that tabla from? That was cool.
So this week was released free with AUV3 called Swar Plug, and
yeah.
And I actually thought it was really cool, and I was really excited. But you know that it has a BPM and a start, and neither one of those you can control through through MIDI control.
Oh, really?
And I was like, how does this even work? This doesn't make any sense. Like,
synced.
how could you not sync this? Like, I wanted to start with my music. Like, and so I went online and I looked, and somebody said it's one of my friends said it was garbage. Mars Capone said that app is garbage. Just throw it away. It's like such a waste of your time. And I went online to YouTube, and somebody like showed how they use the tool, and they use it to like do this sort of glitchy thing with it. And essentially, you're just using it like Koala. It's like you can send notes to it, and it triggers, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up using it. I actually ran
So is it an AUV3 or?
It's AUV3. I would say get it, but it essentially.
Easy.
Well, it's
You
just
have to
think of it more like an instrument, the sampled instrument.
But I mean, Skaka is the same, like the percussion instrument. I don't know if you got that, but you have to just send it a note to trigger the different patterns.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. So they're not in patterns though. They're just hits. They're one
single hits.
Most of them are single hits, only at the top of the range. I actually stuck to most of the top of the range. They're faster and longer loops, but I'm not triggering it over and over again, so I'm not looping it really. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. That was cool. And what was the advert? Because
Okay, so that's not an international ad campaign because if you're from the U.S., there's no way you don't know meow 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 meow.
Yeah, that bit I kind of recognize, but probably because it's been parodied in like other things. Before.
That's probably true.
I
just
probably heard it in The Simpsons or something.
I assumed it was international, so I'm surprised to hear it's not. But anyway, it's a Meow Mix was the name of the company. And when I heard it, I was like, that'll be hilarious. And the commercial I chose was the reason why I chose the specific commercial is because it had an ET parody on it. It was from the 80s, and it was from when ET or not ET. What's the do? No.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Steven Spielberg thing. No?
With the stupid mountain or whatever. Come on now. No.
Oh, well, we can think about it.
Oh my God, Richard Dreyfuss.
Someone in the chat. Come on, save us.
That's not ET. ET's the one with the little Close Encounters.
Close Encounters. Yeah.
Close Encounters.
I think it is
okay. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. So it was that. So from Close Encounters. So the reason why I used it also is because I was thinking if I'm going to use sounds from the commercial, I'll use the synth sounds that were in that commercial. So I didn't love the synths, and I didn't really treat them all that well. I didn't add a lot of special effects on them, but I wish I had. But this was also my week.
Out really well, and you submitted it like at the last minute, so you were obviously working.
It was mostly the video was the reason I didn't submit last night. I was done at like 5 this morning or something like that, but I didn't have a video.
How much Drambo did you manage to?
I sequenced it completely in Drambo 100%, which is mostly just a technical exercise. But I did do what you do. I did alternate. I recorded me switching
he
patterns.
Did the thing that I do. That's the thing I do.
Switching patterns.
And
because I don't normally record switching patterns at all. I just add the sequences on top into a loop. So I thought that was a pretty good exercise, and I did do a very, very little bit of
automation.
Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
So
I think we've only got. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was a good introduction to Drambo for me.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, I thought Baruch said something. Did you say something? No, I had the screen. The OBS screen was covering your face, and I thought I heard a voice. So I was just checking. I think we've only got 3 tracks left.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing, so...
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Should we... Because Baruch is not going to leave. Part of me thinks we should push her off. Do you want to go to bed, Baruch?
We're almost at the end, though.
I know, but your call.
10 more minutes. You're going to go. You can go if you want to go.
10 more minutes for what? 10 more minutes?
We got 3 more tracks, I think.
I can make 10 more minutes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool.
If my husband is still asleep.
I'm sure he's asleep. As long as I keep my voice down. I'm more likely to wake him up through the outside of your headphones.
My headphones are cool.
All right, so we've got Hegrind and followed by Bud the Fish. So let's go.
Oh.
She hurt herself. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, really nice.
So a nice pairing too.
Yeah, we've had 3 opposing samples, but they've all worked really, really well.
Yeah.
The last 3.
I was like, oh, what the heck? Like, yeah, but both of them, like the first, Hegrin's always makes me speechless, like every time, and this time, yeah, again, and I'm very looking forward to his EP on YouTube, and please check it out. Please subscribe to
every
his
week
channel.
he makes like five like parts to a flip, and he only submits one of them. And
Like really go to his channel and subscribe to it if you didn't, because you should really now do it now.
do it now. Baruch is willing to like wake her husband up to tell you to do that, so it must be important. No, it was so good. It was really good, and it's the mix of like filth, Hegrin's token filth, but also there was some real clean, like long reverb clicks and stuff in the background that really makes it clear that the filth isn't on the master bus. Like there's a mix of clean sounds, and then there was a cleaner section near the end with all the percussion parts that was really cool, and then the kick at the end was nice.
Yeah, he always mixes the soft sounds with the hard ones. I don't know how to describe them better.
Yeah,
I really like it. Like he starts up with this pleasant soft sounds, and the
strings
there you
and
go.
Stuff, yeah. wow. Yeah.
Even in the part that was sort of more clean, I think it had like really interesting bass, like swooshes that were like sort of moving through, and like that was pretty dark and heavy, but like then it would have like really clean, like subtle triangle sounds and stuff. So even in the parts that are like the cleaner part, it still has a tension and contrast to sounds.
Yeah, it's really nice how he mixes up all those textures for sure.
Wait, hold on. Let me pull the dog. Be quiet. I hear the dog behind me because of your stereo mic.
Sorry.
It would be really nice to have him streaming like more often, because it was I was like,
I'm a sucker for the dubstep stuff. Like everybody was like, dubstep's awful. I can't wait for dubstep to go away. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like creative and electronic. I'm like, this was a perfect use of it too. It was like sandwiched in the middle to add a completely different contrast, which is why even add a section in your song if it's not going to have contrast. So it was like
I think that was like one of the highlights, I think, for Hegrin was that there was like 3 switch ups in 2 minutes, like and it goes from like orchestral at the beginning, and then like percussion section, and then like the dubstep thing with and always like a real cool bass. So that's really good. And but the fish was like a nice palate and brain cleanser. I put in the chat, like
he is always one of my favorites, like every time. And I was really looking forward to do his track today, because he was talking about it on Discord, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be so cool today. And it was. And when the drums started, I was like, oh wait, it's not possible. It was very easy, but like not simple. Yeah, maybe it sounded simple, but it wasn't simple. It was very well done. I loved it so much. Really enjoyed it. What?
Flying Zulu says he's going to send his track in a few minutes. There's 1 track left, Flying Zulu. You have until it ends to get your track in.
I'm going to sleep at 2:30, like 2:30.
You mean
half to 3, half till 3. Half to 3.
Yes.
Okay, we will definitely be finished by then, because we've only got 1 more track, possibly 2 if Flying Zulu gets his track flying over.
So Bud's track before you go.
Yeah, Bud.
Track, I really like the distortion he had on the synth. So go.
I'm sorry.
Flying Zulu's arrived. I'm just going to grab it.
I just wanted to say that.
Yes, I'm listening.
But the fish also said in this video to subscribe to his channel, so go and do it.
So this is a perfect opportunity. Clayton asked whose channel should he be subbing to. So you could tell them their screen name. Okay, Hegrind is Hegrind. Hegrind, and Bud the Fish is Bud Bud the Fish. So yeah, you can find them both on YouTube. They're probably on other social media too, but both of them have specifically YouTube channels. I know for a fact. I watch and I subscribe to both.
I started making a collection of everyone's YouTube channels on my new YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Which is?
It's Rushi. It's after
Rushi.
Yeah, it's after. Yes, it's.
Is that
DJ
R-U-S?
Give me this name. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat.
R-U-S-I-E? Is that what it is?
What?
R-U-S-I-E? Oh my God.
You will see.
All right.
And because I'm making a collection, and please, if you also have a YouTube channel, tell me, and I'm gonna add it to it.
Cool. She sounds more scary as she goes on. I'm gonna add it to it. Right, so last two tracks then, because I've got. Hang on. Where is? I just need to move a file around. I got Flying Zulu. So we're going to have two tracks: Unusual Beats and Flying Zulu.
Before we start, though, I want to speak on Bud's track.
Go on.
Bud, I really liked the distortion they had on the synth, and I thought the drums were real subtle, but I really thought they had a lot of punch. I was really impressed. He said he only used 5 samples that to make the entire track. One was a found sound. He mentioned in the chat, so it's just impressive. And compared to,
I like his project. Go on, you finish.
Compared to Hegrind's track, it really was like a calming, sort of soothing, come down sort of track. After the night out on the club, it's like real feel good vibe. All right, what are we gonna say?
Also, I was just gonna say I appreciate his ongoing sort of commitment to trying to learn his old synths. Like he's sort of picking 2 like plugins and then using, I guess, only them and Koala each week to try and actually figure out which ones go in the bin and which ones he's actually going to use more. So I think we should probably all be doing that a little bit.
I really do try. I do. I'm some weeks I'll buy a bunch of apps and I'll try to cram in as many as I possibly can, mostly just to force myself to like figure out what the buttons do and stuff like that. So this week was Synthmaster. I don't know if Bud used it, but he was supposed to be using Synthmaster and something else.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, let's play the last 2 tracks and then send Baruch to sleep. Send me to have some lunch, and send you to what time is it, Michael? What time is it for you?
It's half till 3.
Half to 3 in the afternoon.
No, it's it's 8 p.m.
That's
here.
where it is here.
8 p.m. here.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Nice
cool.
time.
I mean, I need to eat dinner.
It was 8 p.m. Yeah. All right. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oliva.
Ah, Eric a gagné le match. Quel match, putain de merde, quel match? Un match de quoi? Vous marchez sur des croix, le orange est faux, l'assiette est collée. Regardez, il y a un technicien qui est là, regardez. Il y a des caméras partout. Regardez, regardez. Allez, vous en partez. Allez, sortez. Balls, 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 stun my balls, slug my balls, stun my balls, balls, steal hit, hold my balls, or balls my balls, 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 slug my balls, stun my balls, slug my balls, stun my balls, balls, steal hit, hold my balls, or balls my balls, balls. Regardez, il y a un technicien qui est là, regardez. Il y a des caméras partout. Regardez, regardez. Allez, vous en partez. Allez, partez.
Une belle barre chocolatée avec une bonne mousse de lait à l'intérieur pour ta croissance.
Vous savez combien ça coûte 30 secondes du cerveau des gens qui regardent la télé à cette heure-là? 400 000 balles, 400 000 francs.
Alors comment on fait nous, hein? Avec quoi on paye tout ça?
Ah ouais? Tiens, regarde!
Also do not say, sniff my balls, tease my balls, spread my balls, paint my balls, stack my balls, scrub my balls, spin my balls.
Alors maintenant, on éteint sa petite télé, on prend son petit porte-monnaie et on va filer ça dans son supermarché pour écouler les stocks. Il y en a 12 000 tonnes avec télé.
Hilarious.
Well, that's that, I suppose.
It's balltastic.
Yeah, that was balltastic.
All right, let's start with the unusual beats.
They were both pretty unusual. That was cool. I wonder what was the camels in the background referring to in unusual beats? Was there a camel advert?
There's cigarettes. Camel.
Yeah.
Camel
Yeah.
cigarettes. I'm assuming,
Maybe.
but I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, you're muted. You're muted, Baruch. Sorry.
He has always interesting ideas. I actually don't know. I wasn't listening to the original track or something, so I don't know whether it was cigarettes or whatever. But he posted this video, this track with another video, which was different. So I don't know. I will ask him. He has an amazing Instagram account. Remy always encourages people to go there. He is very productive. I don't understand how he's doing it.
So how did you end up with his track to send?
Because we communicate on Telegram.
Okay.
So he always sends it to
where's
me.
He from?
From France.
Oh,
okay.
France. Yes.
Is there any way for us to get him on the Discord, maybe?
I practice my French with him. He's very patient with me, and with Remy too.
We should get Unusual Beat on the Discord so we can.
I'm
get
not
to know
sure
it.
because he has many technical issues, so this is why I help him with this.
Right.
Okay.
Maybe
Cool.
let's see. It would be great.
That was cool.
C'était magnifique, absolument parfait.
Well, it was a great track. I really enjoyed it. I follow him on Instagram as well, so it
I
definitely
really,
gets.
I really like his use of effects. It always inspires me. Like, oh, what is he doing? I would like to try it, and then I go and try it, and I suck at this so bad. Because his level is so high in this.
Yeah, it was nice. Like there's parts where there isn't layering. Actually, a lot of people layer a lot of stuff, and then there was sections where there was just things cut in between each other rather than actually just layering all the time. So that was cool.
Yeah, he's
too.
experimenting freely with that. He has some sounds and I don't know. So, and it was similar to Flying Zulu. It was very experimental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Experimental.
Although,
collage
I
of
mean,
balls.
if the balls weren't there, it would be less experimental. I think, like, I've been in this situation where, like, you do a theme and then all of the comments are about the theme and not about the actual music. And I feel bad when that happens. But the actual music, I was paying attention to the music before, and it had a really good bounce to it, and it was like really like makes you want to move and high energy and stuff. So I just thought it was very good music, and then it had a lot of balls. Like
It did have a lot of balls.
A lot of balls. It was ballsy. It was ballsy.
It was ballsy. Yeah. It was so ballsy that B Jamin went to sleep because he couldn't take it anymore.
I think you're right.
He's so wholesome.
That was probably easier for me as for a non-native speaker that I can filter out the lyrics easier. But
made me wonder what the ad was. Or maybe it wasn't an ad.
It was all French the first half, wasn't it? And then I doubt the ball stuff was an ad, but I might be wrong. It could be that it was something unrelated that he chopped together to make it seem more rude than it was. But then the little tirade of balls at the end made it seem like it actually started that way. I don't know. But yeah. That was cool, and it's been a long night. We can let you see 15 minutes early. We'll let you go off and go to sleep.
Totally,
and hopefully not be in too much trouble. Do you still wake up at a normal time when you go to sleep at this time of the night?
I try not to, but I always, I often wake up early, and then my brain starts running and working. It's really bad.
I sleep in.
Yeah.
So
I sleep in as long as they let me.
I will try to sleep today, actually.
Yeah.
So, I'll try.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. I didn't see a lot of submissions to the hat. Are we just doing a hat poll this for the next track?
I have no idea, and I guess Remy's probably had other things on his mind. So.
Let's not rely on Remy on this one.
No, sure.
Just
However,
because what?
Yeah.
Well, I know why.
Just yeah.
I know why.
He thought the genre roulette was maybe premature. Last week, he would have liked to have waited for more submissions, I think. But yeah. So I don't know. Have people been putting stuff into the hat already, or
I don't think so. So, are we going to do it through the hat, or are we going to do it some other way?
I don't know.
The only reason I'm saying this is because I don't really want to waste a day. You guys don't realize, but a weekend day is worth more than a weekday. You know what I mean? For me,
sure. Yeah, I get it. It doesn't look like there's been any.
There might have been one or two, but What if we just do it different this week? What if somebody picks it?
Hey, and this week we should make the berceuse. I forgot it in English. I just
What is
made it
it?
in French.
Say it in French.
Lullaby. Berceuse.
Oh yeah, baby songs. Let's
Lullaby.
do something
Yes,
for Remy.
please. Please,
Let's do something baby related for
Something
Right, so-
baby. So we're gonna do another genre challenge, but this one's gonna be something having to do with
Maybe
babies.
we can make both
Sure.
together, like use
Make
some
what?
lullaby. Maybe both together, like
Yeah.
maybe use some lullaby and make a new lullaby from it.
I have a feeling that if, like, Remy might be embarrassed to put out on the socials that we're doing baby songs, but I
Yeah.
think that we should maybe do it anyway, like as a gift to him.
I think
Even
that we
though
can
he'll-
make. I wouldn't be embarrassed because I know that we can make it nice. Baby songs are often in not a good quality, but we can make the challenge to make a quality music for babies.
Yeah, and
Quality
we'll find all
music
sorts. I'm
for
sure we'll find
babies.
xylophones and there'll be all sorts of
So-
ukuleles and xylophones.
You know that there's a whole genre where they like sell famous musicians' music, but done in a like I don't even know what to call it, like a lullaby style. Like I
For
think we
babies.
bought like Depeche Mode for babies and like
Oh, really?
yeah, and like The Cure for babies, like.
All right.
But they do it for every artist. They're like it's ridiculous. It's a whole genre.
I actually used to listen to a singer, a couple of years ago, and she made a beautiful album for kids. But it was really nice. Like I listened to it, and I was an adult, and I can share it with you. Maybe it could. Maybe it'd be nice.
So we've got
So-
Campy saying he's posted Marvin Gaye Lullaby for the last 2 weeks. Rockabye Baby.
Sorry, I'm interrupted again. Yeah, maybe.
So you're the only one who has to go to sleep. Keep going.
It's me. Welcome to me. But yeah, maybe the idea like for parents actually, like, oh, I know you're tired, and but hold on, he will grow up, or something like that.
All right. Well, I mean, we can call it. Say, do something as a gift to Remy's new arrival. Whether it's a lullaby, whether it's baby samples, whether it's something baby related, but use new babies as a theme thing. What do you think, Gerber?
Yes.
I'm on the fence, but I'm willing to go with it.
All right. Well, whether it's Marvin Gaye lullaby, I'm sure there's serious soul songs that are to do with babies. Just do something to do with a new baby or a baby or
I
something
think
for
it would be
babies.
really nice to do something for Remy.
Yeah,
Kind of
and
like
then we'll
a gift for Remy that has something
I think,
to do with
like,
babies.
when you look back in 100 episodes' time to this episode, next week's episode being the baby episode, it will remind everyone that was the week that his baby arrived. So, I think that has good
Sounds good.
potential.
All right.
So let's do that. We'll write about it on the Discord. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Baruch, for staying up so late.
Yeah, good night.
And Gerber, and we'll see you all next week.
Thanks, Danny. You
Thank
made
you
this
for
work.
inviting me.
No worries. All right, thanks
Bye.
for sticking out.
Very
See you
nice
guys.
to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye.